Hello again. Welcome back, ghouls and goblins. My name's Hello Good Game. Happy to be your host within this Magic the Gathering Arena deck guide video. Thank you for taking the time to support the channel. We'll break down the latest and greatest in standard best of one every single day. An original brew, Izzet Midrange. This is a red and blue mid to late game deck that works around generating mass amounts of value and eventually just overwhelming your opponent with card advantage. We'll break down the deck list in depth, discuss both the strategies and synergies, giving you a deeper understanding of how to pilot the deck effectively and efficiently. Furthermore, demonstrating all of this against both the best decks as well as players in-game. And then we'll wrap up with our concluding thoughts, deck review, and channel news. If you want to help out, it's easy peasy. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, join the community Discord, and if you really want to go above and beyond, become a YouTube member, support on the Twitch. Patreon is also active, all available within my link tree, located in the description below. Settle down. Well, let's see how good the deck is first, all right, bro?
It's a new lap record!
Here we are with lose or draw 25, and, you know, that's just what the deck feels like, where you have so much card advantage over your opponent. They really become overwhelmed and most times are just going to scoop up. However, we are playing in the top mythic ranks where people really like their rank. It's really quite important to them. So we've got some really good long matches for you showcasing this deck, which is great. You get to see every aspect of the build in depth throughout the longer matches, so I'm a big fan. First and foremost, we're building the deck around Chandra, Hope's Beacon, and Teferi, Temporal Pilgrim, two phenomenal planeswalkers that we have available to us that can generate value turn after turn. Teferi for 4 starting loyalty, grabs an additional loyalty every time you draw a card. Woof. 0, draw a card, which basically is a +1, right? -2, create a 2/2 that will accumulate a +1/+1 counter every time you draw a card. Similar feature here. And -12, target opponent chooses a permanent that they control, returns it to their hand, and then shuffles each non-land permanent they control into their owner's library. So a nice field wipe off of the Teferi with a -12, which is actually fairly easy to access considering how much draw is in the deck. Okay, so typically it's a -2, at which point we switch to the 0 ability, drawing cards, and if things get way out of control, we can -12. Chandra for 6 mana, 5 starting loyalty. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery for the first time each turn, both yours as well as your opponent's, you'll get to copy that spell for free, which is very good. +2, adding 2 mana of any combination of colors, which is pretty cool if you're looking to go deep. +1, exile the top 5 cards for your library until the end of your next turn. You may cast instant and sorcery spells from among them. Basically, our entire deck is instant and sorcery, so this is a nice way to generate value. And then -X, dealing X damage divided, not divided, but up to 2 targets, which is great. So the minus here is a nice way to deal with multiple targets at once with potential -4 as she enters. Try to have her survive, which would be ideal. And then she can generate, like any planeswalker would, residual value in your upcoming turns. So, that's where we're starting with the deck, and we like to draw cards, so it's a big score, right? That we can potentially even copy with Chandra. Instant speed for 4 as an additional casting cost. Discard a card. Draw 2 cards, create 2 treasure tokens. This is very nice. We also have the Celestis for 3 mana, 2 copies of this. If it's neither day nor night, as it enters, it becomes day and starts the cycle. Tap to add mana of any color, helping us ramp into these more expensive spells. Furthermore, if we don't cast, it will flip to night, triggering its activation. You can manually trigger for 3 mana and a tap. You will draw a card, discard a card, and gain 1 life, which is phenomenal. All right. Furthermore, we have some recursive value within all of our instants and sorceries via Lear, Disciple of the Drowned for 5, a 3/4. Spells can't be countered. when she's in play, each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard will have flashback equal to its original casting cost, which is pretty busted. But again, you know, allowing us to now double cast all of our instant and sorcery cards from the grave, which is great for recursive value, especially big score, right? Not so much the adventures as they go into exile. However, they are worth their own value. Or, yeah. Where are we? Teferi, Chandra, Celestis, big score, Lear. We can still counter spells when Lear is in play, but we need to casualty Lear for the sacrifice. So when the counter spells do resolve, Lear's out of play, and the counter spells can't be countered clause is gone. So you can counter spells before she's in play, and then once she's in play, you will need to casualty her for it to be effective. Very nice synergy there, though. The Whale for 2 bounces attacking creature to the top or bottom of its owner's library, which is great. It can be 6/6 with War 2 for flash, entering tapped if at flash speed for 6, which is very nice late game. We have the Virtue of Courage for 5 mana. When you deal non-combat damage to your opponent, look at that many cards off the top of your library. You can cast those cards from exile this turn, which is crazy good with all of our damage that we have access to. Play with Fire, Light Up the Night, the Embereth Blaze, as well as Chandra's Minus ability. So a few different ways for us to get down and dirty there, as well as the Devils, which we'll get to in a moment. All right. Of course, the Blaze, we talked about this. 2 damage to any target for 2 mana at instant speed, which is great. Light Up the Night, dealing X damage to any target. If it was a creature or planeswalker, X +1. Casting it from the grave with flashback for 4, removing loyalty counters from planeswalkers we control to deal that much damage. All right. Then we have also the Warcrafting, dealing 5 damage to creature or planeswalker, or battle, I guess. We don't have any battles, though. And then looking at the top X cards, where X is equal to the XS, exiling 1 and then playing that this turn, which is great. Play with Fire for 5 mana, dealing 5 damage to each creature and planeswalker, or creating the 3/1/1 Devils with haste that when they die, deal 1 damage to any target. 3 copies of Fading Hope. If its mana value was 3 or less, scry 1, return creature to owner's hand. Again, out here to gain us tempo, as well as protect the Disciple. And then finally, Play with Fire. 2 damage for 1 mana to any target. And if it was the player, you get to scry 1, which is great and good for the Virtue, right? So, you know, removal on the low end if we want. And then, you know, anything that we can't remove through damage, we can basically just bounce and counter it as needed while we gain tempo through value. All right, so the Crucible of Defiance is here alongside our Soaring City and our Spire for utility lands, Coast and Reef within our basics as well for consistency. That's the deck, right? So, you know, you're gaining tempo with Hope. You're gaining tempo with the Whale, right? Ideally, you're at least keeping tempo with Play with Fire, with Virtue, and Warcrafting. And then, you know, again, Burn Down the House should swing it in your favor, at which point, you know, it's a Lear. Maybe you get a nice counter in as well. Their hand is going to be empty at this point or lacking, and you just gain access to 5-6 cards from your grave that you've already cast, that you get to recast, which are basically draws every time you cast something from the grave. Not only is it a draw, but it's a good draw, right? It's not a land, which is really, really cool. And then we couple that with just drawing a bunch of cards in the deck and really valuable planeswalkers, right? So it's, you know, it can be quite complex as you break it down card by card by card and how it all interacts together. But, you know, knowing that is super important, but also understanding the overarching idea of the deck, right? So cheers. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, become a YouTube member, join the community Discord, and just kick back, relax, and enjoy. Let's play some games. Going first. Okay. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Hope can come in with our Celestis. I mean, yeah, then we just don't have to deal with it. save our hope for this turn. Corpse Appraiser can actually take its own bro. They can need the land though. I'd rather play Teferi on curve. More important, I think. You wish it was on curve? I truly do. Scry? Looking for the land. It's there somewhere. Dump our Celestis now. We have our confirmed land for Teferi. Oh, we already had that. Never mind. Well, we have the confirmed land for Chandra. Come back! Remember that time you're like, we should throw it. Just 1 turn later. Stop. You don't know me. It's a Cauldron deck. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Can't get rid of these suckers. We should... chill. Only 1 mana. We really want to have 2 for that. So we can bounce this. But then next turn they'd have another. And they also potentially have their land to also attack. So I'm literally just going to draw.
Doesn't mean we have to be overly serious. Lighten up. I am here to learn.
Big score is not terrible. We have 22 life. I don't want to play Teferi minus them, eat the token easily, and then just hit Teferi. Oh. This is just as bad. At least we were left with a draw, I guess. Dang, dude. Nice.
Willing, but the body, it hurts.
Just straight to a big score. It can stay. We'll take the draw engine. Two mana, 1 draw. Or should we just take this? It's not an exile. They'll exile for their draw. Five damage isn't great either. Let's bounce it with the whale. And then we retain the value of Nahiri. All right. Day-night triggers, which is actually acceptable. Looking for the Leer, I guess. Is there a counterspell here? Question mark. Token out.
Who's that handsome devil?
Hold this up, instant speed, right? Pass turn. They tap out, we go for it. Discard the land. Double draw 2 treasures, 4/4, Teferi up to 4 loyalty. Not bad. I like Evelyn. It's a good card. Did you just get my burn down the house? That kills my entire field state? Nice. Dang, dude. That's lit. You're a complete savage. They can just keep eating, but we have to continue to give them stuff to eat, I think, actually. Right? The earlier we play Lear, the better. Right? That's the less time they have to eat the grave. They're doing it. What a complete savage. Ugh. Ugh. Simba, you're in the way. It's like, this is my favorite spot to be. Right in front of the screen. Lear is active. Well, there's a lot of goodies there. Probably take a big score. Fading Hope, which means I have removal. You're a dog. Okay. Go for the draw. That's responsible, right? Or just token out and smash them. I think go for the draw. Toss the land. Not great. Okay. We have 3 mana. Backup Lear, so we don't have to be super protective over this one. We can let them have it. Let's see what they take here. I think they should take Make Disappear, but they might be greedy and take a creature and just consolidate the draw. Good card. I don't think there's any need to counter it. We have so much removal. If they're tapped out, that's fine with me. Is that the Warcrafting or house they take? Warcrafting. Sure. Draw Delphia. All right. It's cheaper if they block it. Let's see how that pans out. They might just take the damage though, right? You would assume. Interesting. Oh, we back, homie. And now we can draw, right? Toss the land. Is that responsible? I think so. Well, their cauldron's tapped, right? Double land. I hate my life. Let's play one. And turn. Cauldron's really good against us. Right? I'd like to empty their hand. Okay, 3 cards left. We could make disappear and casualty the Leer, as our grave becomes less relevant. I truly don't know. What would it be? What you got, Willis? Okay, they take the Leer. Oh, they put a +1 counter on it. I understand. Oops. F my life. I don't play with the Cauldron, so I don't participate in that. Let's keep our treasures. That's my bad. I wasn't even paying attention. Very poor of me. Oh, we just pass over tonight, see what we draw. Dang, dude, whoops. Doesn't just eat your graveyard, it also applies +1 counters. That's fantastic. They are super cycling. Looking for removal on the whale, which is really all I have left. We're all just top decks here. I mean, that is a good top deck. Don't get me wrong. Let's see if we get it even. All right. They got another copy of our Burn Down the House. Savages! Oh, nice. That's really good. I can't believe they got them both. Arena, this is not funny. I am not impressed. And they also got removal for our whale. Hilarious. They're 1 land shy because of the ward. Wow. Into our grave. Maybe taking Light Up the Night. I don't know. They might want to draw as well. Yep. Take shoulder. Leer. I mean, that's what class it's in. It's just one of those cards. So good. Nice. Man, I'm at 24 cards only. Wow. I mean, we know this gets dealt with. There's no way it doesn't. And their field state's actually pretty aggressive. Oh my god, who even knows? Okay. we need to kill this immediately. We could,
Well, someone had to save the day.
just X equals 5. Well, I want her to survive, though. So we'll do X equals 3. And we'll kill the token. Right? I mean, they have the Warcrafting that's going to suck anyways, I guess, but... The Cauldron dominates me again because I don't overcast. I hate my life. I mean... Whatever. Whatever. We'll still just take it. Freaking... That freaking Cauldron, dude! This is maybe not a good way to spend our mana. I'd rather bounce the bro. Protect her, she'll die anyways. Yeah, I think we just try to tempo out from here. We bounce the Preacher. They could be attacking with the mill land, I think, right? They have the Scry, they have the draw discard. No mill land. They're going right for us, which means they have removal on. Interesting. They must just have spot removal, right? Yeah, okay. Let's make sure we get a nice copy in here. I'm going to bounce the Appraiser and the Preacher. While Chandra's alive, of course. That's fine. Copy will still hit. I think we lose the whale in general, though, which isn't great. They're also kind of wasting the removal, but at the end of the day, would have removed the whale anyways. So that's fine. And again, just trying to maybe win the tempo race. Three cards in hand for them. Where have you been? I wonder. We just start doing that as well. Where we get to. If we just, you know, maybe we do want to just race it out. Build up our hand again. Take a few scries. Oh, hello. How are you today? We'll keep that for sure. Our best card. You have to keep it. Well, you don't have to. Early game and stuff, but... we like it. And, yeah, I mean, we do gain advantage there. Down to 9. Decline. I like both of these cards very much. Breachadelphia. Okay, okay, okay. 3 cards left in hand. proof that even when you misplay, you can still have a good match, right? We're still in a pretty close game, I think, even though we made a few suboptimal play. Well, that's a nice way to suboptimal, eh? Yeah. All right, another creature. Interesting. Oh, they are setting us up for dinner, dude. What's that last card, homie? It has to be a counterspell. Again, declining. Big money, no whammies. We can pay 4, even if it is a casualty to make disappear. It needs to be a hard counterspell. Oh. That's just delicious. And we gonna swing for 6, homie. And Chandra for lethal. I guess we could have attacked with the lands there for lethal. That would have been smarter. Exposing ourselves here. But it's all right. Good game. That was a long one. Oh my gosh. How many cards did I have left in my library? I don't think it was many. 20 cards left. They have 26. Decent. Alrighty then. Opponent goes first. It's not a bad hand, but it's not great. It's a little light, and, you know, I would hate to brick. Okay. That's a little bit better. Let's see if we can continue to curve out and what we'll actually have to deal with. Let's keep in mind that we can deal with creatures with all of the bounce, so we should prioritize the make disappear on a non-creature spell. All right? As we should with light up the night. That should hit a planeswalker. You want to take the scry? Scry is not bad. I will scry. It's a good card to replay. And it's not actually threatening us. I'll leave it. It's so early on that, you know. Scrying is good, especially if you can compound it, but maybe it's better just to hold off a little bit. If we whale it, they're going to kill it to destroy our whale. So let's just take our scry here. Again, they don't kill it here. No, that's kind of silly. I will keep that for sure. Permanently deal with it. Only because we drew a second to replace it. They may have a cut down to kill the land. I'm not into it. We don't attack. It's only a 2/1. Oh, interesting. I'll curve. Nothing against that. We do have whales at flash speed. That should potentially close out the game. And they just tossed a non-targeted removal, which is really good against the whale. They must have more. Nice counterspell here. It's a must counter as far as I'm concerned. We just take it, even though it is a creature. And I will scry while they are tapped. Get rid of that land. See the value there? Substantial. Whales are up. Ooh. Nice. Okay. I don't really want to dunk on it, though. I'd much rather just whale it. Oh, could you imagine double sacrifice off the Obliterator? That'd be so cool, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but not so much, though, I was thinking. Yeah. And then we can blast the throne. Oh, certainly am. Most definitely, Doogie. Oh. Can't afford it. Land out, pass over. Anytime, Chandra. Anytime, Teferi. Where are you? We'll just chill out for a sec. Pasadelphia. Right? We can hold off on any of our casting. Discard. Ooh. Hope can go, I guess. Not bad. That's actually a pretty good card. Another? You just won't stop. So, I guess we just whale in. We can't afford the ward, so we take the 4. X equals 3 plus the ward of 2. I still refuse to sacrifice 6 things, but I'm happy to trade damage. Spot removal. I don't know how they have so many cards in hand still. It's pretty impressive. That's good. That's very, very good. Bounce Adelphia. Back from whence you came. Take 2 and play. Hope is up. Toshiro has no target. They gain life to 22. Can the virtue carry us through? Right? Can we generate some value there? Maybe. We shall try. These are good to sacrifice. Let's see what we got. Oh, please and thank you. Well, don't mind if I do, Hugh. We basically have to play this on the turn anyways. You know, I would hate to draw our Planeswalkers here. We have 2 mana up. Drawing 2 cards. I think we leave them there. They could be integral. I guess we've not played a land this turn, have we? Maybe the argument goes both ways. We'll see what we draw off the top anyways. If it wasn't a land, if it wasn't a bounce spell, and it was our, like, Planeswalkers, then that, you know, it's not all good, bro. They are building up that field state, which I don't even mind. Just wipe it, right? Or should we wait till they replay it and then wipe everything? Let's just take it. And then I think we are good to attack as well. Well, a second virtue definitely won't hurt if we can find a planeswalker and roll out with some damage. Non-combat, of course. Which the devils fulfill, but they have blockers, right? Empty hand, that's fine. Oh my gosh. Make disappear. Sorry, Warcrafting can take it without hitting us. We also get access to the whale. We basically have to take it in case they have removal. And then we just sacrifice lands. Or we're fading hope. Just fading hope, fading hope, fading hope. But I might need those bounces for me. We'll see if I need them for me or not. You know, we can act in the moment. Not funny. So first we bounce theirs because I don't want to get attacked. And then we bounce our own because the end sucks. Right? Fine. Whatever. They can't play it again this turn because they're tapped out from the end. So it's 1 damage, 1 life. Meh. Let's try this again. We do have 1 more Fading Hope, right? So we're good there. Not enough. Only 2. We can still play a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't do a 5-drop because I need to hold up Fading Hope. Okay, so let's land. Devils down. 1 mana up. Devils are in. And then when the devils die, they trigger the virtue. Which is acceptable to me. Because at a certain point, they're going to have to block them. At a certain point, they're going to trigger with the obliterator, right? I have 35 in hand. They have 39 or in deck, sorry. What are you doing? Super Explorer. Nice. Okay, 1 mana up. I mean, obviously, we're going to bounce that. -1/-1. Can't block. We're going to lose life. Whatever. I have 13 life. I'll make disappear it soon. Bye. Bounce, bounce, bounce Adelphia. I understand. That's not great. Let's grab some value on this removal. Well, I think I found it. Yeah. Well, I say. You know, I'm just going to, I think, grab some more cards. I like cards, don't you?
You'll never guess what I do next.
Land can be played. And we can smash Adelphia. More like it. All right. I mean, I don't know how you lose this match at this point, right? We have stabilized. I guess we will just casualty a devil. Oh, can't be countered? Because Lear's in play. Casualty our Lear? Is it time? I think it is. Yes, I'm sure. Well, it's better than losing life. You get out of here! Oh, we could have also just not casualtied. But actually, we did need to casualty to drop the not counter spells clause.
Here's a spark of hope.
So either way. Casualty it would have had to have been. Oh. Oh. Actually cancel first attack. Yes. We could have attacked with land too, maybe. And then -5. Boom, boom. Yes. Devil hits them as well. And we gain access to 12 cards. Yup. Yup. Yeah, well, why not? It's for the kids, you know? That's for the kids, huh? Where are you going? No, come on. Come on. Well, alrighty then. Killa, thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Lose or draw 25. A very decent mid-range deck that doesn't fold to Sunfall. It's a nice feeling. Oh, they're going to get your Lear, which you just bounce back to your hand. No problem. I'm going to accumulate value, deal damage to you, and just outdraw you is the name of the game. Aggro decks can still get you. You know, I found that most matches were like, where's Burn Down the House? Where's Burn Down the House? So maybe, you know, 4 Burn Down the House, and we can potentially even take the Brotherhood's War for an earlier removal spell, because you know what? There is a lot of aggro. And if you're not fighting Sunfall, it's the aggro. The Sunfall, I don't mind because the Planeswalkers dunk on it. The amount of draw that we have can also sustain us through those longer matches. And the aggro decks can just get absolutely wrecked as well. The Whale and Virtue together are so good in a mid-range deck like this because, you know, they're what you want in a mid-range deck, these 5 and 6 drops, but still giving you access to very, very valuable 2-mana spells, right? So, you know, I think it's pretty cool. Of course, we can always improve the deck, so let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, if you need help with your own deck, jump into the Discord, hit us up with a screenshot, tell us what it's about, and, you know, maybe the community can help you smooth out some of the potential rough edges. Thanks again for watching. I hope you have a magical day. Cheers, and we'll see you soon in the next.